Alright, this is how to change the original headlight bulbs, the yellow ones, in the 1992 Cadillac Seville. I got the H16 LEDs. I believe they are like 6,000, not sure, they're pretty blue. So first you gotta uncover this plastic right here. Take it off, fancy cover. Second, you got two light bulbs, one for the regular light, one for the high beam or high intensity. Take out the first one, whichever you want to take. Disconnect that. Now grab your other bulb. You gotta make sure you have the same bulb. If you look at this one, you can see they are pretty much the same. I'm talking about these 3 ears that it has, so you can put it back where it needs to be. Then get it down there. Make sure you align the 3 ears with the 3 spaces. If it's nighttime, you might need a little bit of help with the lining. Look for it. Make sure you got all 3 in there, and then twist it. Keep in mind, these LEDs you can plug it one way or another. Only one way is gonna turn on. Let's see the second one. Let me go back to that one to make sure it's on the right way. Unplug it. Get your LED. Find the 3 ears. And then clockwise. There you go. Alright, we can see it's not turning on. That one is. So that means we put it backwards. There you go. No. Otra vez. Otra vez. Okay, so we see there's not the high beam is not coming out. It's the same issue. It's backwards. We'll take it off. Twist it. Put it back in. There you go. And that's how you install your LED lights on your car. You might need a pry bar. You might need one of these, forgot the name. Definitely you need this tool to take out or to push back your caliper cylinder. You might need a hammer. Definitely you need an 18mm socket, a ratchet, and a 12mm socket. Alright. Besides that, you need a flathead screwdriver, so you can take this cap, and an impact with a 19mm socket. Okay, first you gotta take this bolt right here. That's the 12mm, and hopefully we got enough space from the emergency cable to lift it up, and this will lift like this. If we don't have enough space, that's when the 18mm start doing action, because we gotta take the whole caliper out. But on this time I'm changing the disc, so either way I need to take the whole caliper out. But if you're only changing the brake pads, you just gotta take this bolt out, lift it up. You lift it like that. Take out your brake pads. This side was good enough to save the disc, but since I bought a new one for the other side, it comes on pairs. I'm replacing both. Now you gotta remember how you took the brake pads out, because one has this little thing in here, which I don't know what it does, but it's on the outside part. Alright, so since I'm taking this disc out, I need to take out the 17 or the 18. Now if I can't take it with these, that's when the breaker bar and the hammer comes along. Okay. Looks like I got it this time. Okay, now if you look at this, it has that little safety thing so the disc won't come out by itself. I'm pretty sure there's a tool to take that out so you didn't damage your disc if you had to take it out and put it back, but since I'm putting a new one, that's when the hammer comes along. There you go. That little piece, I'm not even putting it back because it's all damaged, so take that out. Your handy tool comes by, you can rent this out, not cost. Well, obviously you gotta pay a fee and then they will return the money on any local store, especially O'Reilly's. So you have these two little things in here, you can see it. That's where you're going to put, or that's where you're going to place those two dots. You must put this part inside the caliper. Make sure it's loose enough for you to get in there. The metal part inside the caliper, make sure you align those two dots. And then turn back that bolt so you are pretty tight, and then just start twisting this part. It's gonna probably take a little bit, but eventually we'll start just going with the flow. Just be careful with the rubber part because it can get damaged. We don't want to damage that boot, so because probably the liquid's gonna get out from there most likely. So just keep looking at it constantly so you don't damage that little boot in there. Gonna twist it all the way back, all the way back. All right, once it's tight, you can't really go back, so you just gotta find a loose spot and then try to lose this part right here, bolt, so you can take it off. Now that that's done, let's put it back in here in place. Let's put the 18mm bolts back. Okay, now that we got caliper backed up out of the way, we're gonna install the new brake pads. Those two. You can still use your old brackets or you can use new ones. I'm using new ones for video purpose. So just make sure you put the bracket same way you took it out. Take the top one out. Put the top new one. Okay, lift this up so give you room to place the caliper. Alright, now that you put the back caliper, the back pad, make sure you put it back. You gotta push that pin, align it, get your bolt here, and put it in there. Now be careful. Just remember, you gotta press the brake before starting the car and after you start the car, before driving it, because it's probably gonna be too loose since we push it back and we try to push it a little bit more than what it needs to be pushed. So Before you do all this, make sure, or while you're doing all this, make sure that you're not breathing any of that dust that is coming out of the brake calipers or brake itself. That's really dangerous. It's kind of like metal going to your lungs, and that shouldn't be there. So hope this video helps. See you guys in the next time.